This is KWQC-TV Davenport, the recognized leader in television news. Now, News Center 6 at noon with Andrea Zinga and Terry Swales weather. This is News Center 6.
On the eve of more arms talks, Chief U.S. Negotiator Max Kampelman has now joined Soviet delegates in Geneva. Both sides have agreed in general to cut nuclear arsenals in half, but Kampelman says serious differences remain. Out on the East Coast in New York today, 25 cars piled up on streets as slick as a dance floor throughout the entire metropolitan New York City area. While in the Dakotas, that same fierce storm had left behind up to a foot of snow. Police in North Dakota were sending four-wheel drive vehicles to rescue drivers from snowdrifts. The storm also dumped snow on Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan. It's supposed to be off the East Coast by today. And aren't we lucky we didn't get
We sure are. That was awful close. Extreme northern Iowa even got into the blizzard conditions, so it wasn't too far off.
Yeah, you said not very far north of us at all.
Not at all. I'd say you get up about 75, 100 miles, and you were in that mess yesterday. So we got the cold out of it, but we'll take that and let the snow go on north anyway. Our low temperature this morning made it down to 1 degree above. That was after yesterday afternoon's high temperature of 40 degrees, so that was quite a cold front. Over the past 24 hours, just a trace of snow, and so far a very dry January, just a trace of precipitation on the month, and we're nearing the halfway point. Our humidity today at 63%, and the barometer is rising. Big high pressures located to the northwest of us at 30.57 inches, and our wind out of the northwest at 12 miles per hour, so the wind chill today still a little bit below zero at -5 to -10. As for those noontime temperatures, they're as cold as 1 degree below zero in Waterloo. It's 3 above in Dubuque and Madison, Wisconsin. We're at +7 here in the Quad Cities, and Kirksville, Missouri has 14 degrees for the warmest temperature in this general region. On our satellite picture, the storm that produced the blizzard conditions to the north of us yesterday is tracking on across Wisconsin and then across Lake Michigan, as you can see in the satellite picture here. That left us in high pressure today, and it's giving us mostly clear skies, although a few clouds have developed. Those will pass on through here today and will not produce anything in the way of precipitation, just some cold weather expected the rest of today. Now, that storm dumped anywhere from 8 to 12 inches of snow across northern Minnesota and extreme northern Wisconsin, and this is what the snow cover looks like this morning. You go to the south of the Quad Cities and down into southern Illinois, no snow on the ground. We've got 1 inch officially at the airport here. You get up around Dubuque, they've got 5 inches of accumulation there, and then finally, as you head on to the north, over 15 inches of snow on the ground over northeastern Minnesota and northern Wisconsin. Marquette, Michigan, a snowpack this morning of 21 inches. And with the snow on the ground and the clearing skies last night, some pretty darn cold temperatures. 10 below zero, pretty common across northwestern Iowa. As you move to the southeast, temperatures were warmer, as is usually the case. Lows through most of our area around 0 to +5. On our satellite picture with the storm track on it, you find this pocket of cold air here over the upper Midwest, and that's what's settling in here for the rest of today and should give us some cold but dry weather. Off to the west of us, some changes starting to show up. You see some cloud cover out there in the northern Rockies. This is an upper air disturbance that'll move towards us, and so the clouds should spread across our area sometime tomorrow. They might flurry on us a little bit, but I don't look for much in the way of snow out of this thing. But behind it, some Pacific air should move in here, and we'll see a very dramatic warm-up here for the weekend. It looks like temperatures should top 40 degrees on Saturday, and then a chance of some rain showers as this whole storm moves through here for Saturday night and Sunday. So the forecast starts out cold, but does get better as the week progresses. Partly cloudy today and quite cold. Our high temperature only around 10 or 12 degrees, but the winds will diminish from the northwest as the day wears on. Clear to partly cloudy and cold again for tonight. Our low temperature about -3. Then for tomorrow, winds switch to the south. We'll have some more cloud cover and maybe some flurries, but at least warmer temperatures, about 20 for the high. And then the extended outlook has sunny skies, but windy on Friday, getting up over the freezing mark. And Saturday, look at that. We may make it up to 43 degrees for a high temperature. Now, that's not too bad, wouldn't you say?
Okay.
All right. You buy that, huh?
Thank
Most
you, Terry.
people would in January. All right.
Thanks. At the 11 major livestock markets, 22,200 head of hogs. That's 2,200 fewer than a week ago and 12,000 fewer than the same day a year ago. Sales of barrows and gilts opened $1 to $2 higher at Eastern Corn Belt markets, where they were bringing 44 1/4 to 45 1/4 and up to 45.50 in Peoria. At Western terminals, the trend was steady to 50 cents higher, with prices 44 to 44.50, and in Omaha, 45 1/2 to 46, with a few at 46 1/4. Cattle receipts 10,100 more than a week ago, 4,900 fewer than the same day a year ago. Slaughter steers and heifers sold fully steady in Omaha. Scattered loads and lots of choice slaughter steers brought 65 to 66 1/4. Scattered loads and lots of heifers selling from 64 to 65. Sheep receipts were 1,000, which is more than a week ago, fewer than a year ago. Cash grains at 11.55. River Gulf quoting March River opening corn at 190 and soybeans at 610. Next, will you go nuts over Nuts, the film? The opinion of our movie reviewer, John David, in a moment.
That'll be east of us, and warmer readings up around 40 for Saturday.
And that sounds pretty
Certainly
good.
does.
It really does. I mean, 40 is not my idea of an excellent temperature, but
in
compared
January
to this,
it is. That's
we'll
right.
take it.
So it's looking pretty good the next few days.
All right. We'll be back with more news at 5, 6, and 10 tonight.